Hey guys, welcome to today's Undesk the Body fitness class. Today we're going to do a lot of active stretching. You're not going to need any equipment and you're going to just need to do some active stretches against the wall. Otherwise, just a yoga mat and a sweat towel or a pillow for those back strengthening exercises is all you're going to need today. Let's go ahead and get started with 20 minutes of full body warm-ups. Hands on the hips. We're going to go up high on the toes, back on the heels. Thank you so much for being here today and for taking this short active desk break. High on the toes, back on the heels. Don't let those ankles bow out. Feet are hip width apart, warming up those shins and those calves. This is going to help with things like knee pain, shin splints, things like that. Last one. Now, feet wide, arms wide, hips are going to stay facing me. We're going to warm up that core. Twist the torso. Hands come behind the mid-back. Hips stay forward. One more each side. Now, arms hip width apart, feet hip width apart. We're going to squat and kick across the body. We're going to squat back and then kick. Rear and hips back and then kick. Hands come across the body and up to the opposite hand, belly button into the spine. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. One more each side. Now we're going to warm up the quads in the front of the thigh here and also work on our posture at the same time. Hands at the mid-back, draw the shoulders and elbows back. We're going to rock and kick. Rock and kick, bringing the heels to the rear, knees pointing down to the floor. Pull that belly button to the spine as you draw those shoulders and elbows back. Get that heart rate up there a little bit. Two more each side. Last one each side. Now let's warm up those hips and those hamstrings in the back. We're going to step apart. Kick, cross, and now come down. Tap those toes, come up through the heels and apart. Kick, cross, tap the toes, come up through the heels. This is a great one for those hips and the hamstrings. If you've been seated at a desk for several hours today, your hips and your legs are probably pretty tight. This is a great active stretch. Inhale down, exhale up. It's also great to get lateral movement in your day since we're moving forward all the time. Last one each side. Inhale down, exhale up. Last one, inhale down, exhale up. Now we're going to work on our balance in the ankle and stretch out the hip on the other side, warming it up. We're going to plant the left leg. Right foot's going to come forward first and down, working it back. Front corner and down, out to the side. It's just moving around the body, back corner, straight back, tighten the rear. Again to the back, back corner. We're working it back to the front now, out to the side. Front corner, finish out straight ahead. Switching sides, forward and down. Front corner and down, out to the side, back corner, straight back, tighten the rear, again to the back, back corner, out to the side, front corner, finish out straight ahead. All right, now we're gonna work on our balance and coordination exercise, goblet squat and reach, feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're gonna first reach up. Forward, beneath, come into a squat and hold, rear and hips low, one arm the other, and come up nice and tall, fingertips to the ceiling, rear and hips behind the knees. Curl those toes up so you're not using them too much. We should primarily be using those heels. This is really going to help you perfect your squatting technique as well. Really working on those listening ears here. Working on our coordination, our mind and body coordination. And forward, beneath, squat and hold, Rear and hips low. One arm, the other, come up. Again, forward, beneath, squat and hold. Hold it there. One arm, the other, come up. Give me 5 more. Make sure you're hinging and bending at the waist and the knees. Three more, forward, beneath, squat and hold. Last one, forward, beneath, squat and hold. Hold it there. One arm, the other, and come up. Bring those hands down. Bring your feet wide. Push the knees to the back. Come down. Try to grab those ankles. Or even better, if you can touch the floor, hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up through those heels. We're going to go into jacks or modified jacks for 30 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet wide. Feet together. Fingertips touching over the head. Touching your thighs at the bottom. Big breath. If you're doing modified, lean into it, chest towards the knees. Same range of motion with the hands and the arms. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now roll the shoulders to the back as you catch your breath. Breathe from the belly. 3, 2, and 1. Now to the front. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's go to the wall. We are going to go into a wall sit. If you don't have a wall close by, you can go into a squat and hold in the middle of the room. Feet hip width apart. Toes are in front of the heels. Walk those feet out. Drop the rear and the hips behind the knees. Hold it there. We're holding it here for 30 seconds. Toes in front of the heels. Knees over the heels. Knees in front of the hips. Big breath. Pull those shoulders behind you. Belly button into your spine. Spine into the back. Back into the wall. Hands at the wall, not on your legs. We're halfway through. Curl those toes up to the ceiling so you're using the heels and challenging those quads. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, come up the wall. Now that we've warmed up the lower body, we're going to continue with the upper body. Feet wide, arms wide. We're going to make small circles to the front for 30 seconds. We're going to warm up those shoulders, tone those underarms here. Little bitty circles, cores engaged, belly buttons into the spine, rear is tight. Big breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Arms are going to come back up. And now we're reversing that circle to the back. Holding it there for 30 seconds. Engage the core, tighten the rear again. Squeeze those glutes together. 15 seconds. Big breath. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands down. Let's go into shoulder shrug. Shoulders high, hands low. High and low, shoulders to the ears. Pushing down to the floor. High and low. Push that all the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the arms out to the side. We're going to go into over-unders. One hand over and then the other. One hand and then the other. Over and under. Opening up the chest, strengthening the back. 5, switch. 4, switch. 3, and 2. Last one each side. Now bring those hands down. Arms are going to come forward and change that motion just a little bit. Squeeze in the back, clap in the front. Squeeze in the back, clap in the front. Again, opening up the chest, strengthening the shoulders and the upper back. This is going to really help your posture. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands down, push that away from the shoulders, all the way out and around. The other hand all the way out and around, and now both. Again, one arm, the other, and both. Push it through the fingertips. Warming up those shoulders. Again, toning the underarms a bit. 2 more. Last one. Now the neck. We're going to look to the side. Center and switch. Center, side, center and switch. Center. One more. Now up to the ceiling, down to the floor. And ceiling and floor. One more. Ceiling and floor. Roll that neck out all the way around. And reverse that circle. You got it. All right. That one feels great. Let's go to the wall for another wall sit. Otherwise, a squat and hold. I want you to try to work on your challenging your shoulders in overhead range of motion. As we lower the rear, we're going to also bend the elbows, bring the elbows and wrists to the wall. Pull that belly button into the spine. Again, toes in front of the heels, knees over the heels, knees in front of the hips. Pull that belly button to the spine. Big, big breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up that wall. Nice work. We are going to go down to the mat. Most of our time is going to be on the mat today. We're going to start with the 30-second plank. Feet hip width apart off the mat. Hands shoulder width apart right underneath you. You're either going to go onto those elbows or onto the palms in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either on the elbows or the back of the palms. Extend the legs or slide the knees back. Lower the rear. Lower the hips. Back of the body should be in one straight line. Front of the body should be in one straight line. We don't want to droop down like this. Tighten the rear. Use the lower abdominals to hold you up. Drop the heels back. Push through the shoulders into the elbows into the floor. Or the shoulders into the back of the palms into the mat. Hold it there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to your mat. Point the toes. Plant the hands. Extend the arms. We're going to go into cobra pose here, stretching out the lower back. If your back is really tight today, you can join me down on the elbows here. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push all the way up and back. Rear comes to the heels. Now we want to bring the knees out wide to the side of your mat. Keep the rear back here at your feet as you extend the arms as far as you can to the rear wants to come up, but don't let it. Drop the elbows and then drop the forehead to the floor. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands. We're going to come up and forward. We're going to go into bird dog. Working on our balance and our coordination and stretching out the back. Reaching out opposite arm, opposite leg. Come back to center. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Come back to center. Limbs are parallel to the floor. Feet and knees stay hip width apart. Foot is flexed. Heels coming right behind the rear. Big breath and extend. Big breath and extend. Pretend your hips have a little laser down to the knees and down to the mat. Don't let them move. You don't want them moving with the knees. Give me 5 more each side. 5, and switch. And 4, and switch. 3, fully extend and breathe out. And 2. 1 more each side. And relax. Now we're going to go into those back strengthening exercises. So grab your towel or your pillow. Forehead's on the towel, legs are extended, toes are pointed. Keep that head down. I'm going to turn mine to the side, palms facing up. We're going to undesk the body here, preventing rounding of the shoulders by strengthening the back and opening up the chest. So we're going to push up high and come down low. Push up high and come down low. We're just pushing the palms as high as we can towards the ceiling. Give me 2 and 1. Relax. Now, we're gonna slide the hands 6 to 8 inches away from the hips. Push up high and drop down low. Push up high and drop down low. Strengthening the back and the shoulders, opening up the chest. Give me 2 more in this position. And relax. Flip the wrists, hands out to the side of the shoulders. Make sure you have plenty of room to the side and overhead, okay? We're gonna push out and up high and come down low. Squeeze the shoulders together. Come down low. Open up the chest. And 2 and 1. Relax. Make a fist. Thumbs up. Thumbs and elbows up high and drop low. Up high and drop low. And 3, 2 and 1. Relax. Hands flat. Drop. Bring the arms over the head. Soften and the elbows. Toes are pointed. Your toes in your head are going to want to come off the floor. Don't let them. Just bring the hands and elbows up and come down low. Even if it's an inch or 2, lift from underneath. Pull from the core. Give me 1 more. And relax. Now in this position, make a fist. Thumbs up, thumbs and elbows high and down. Lift from underneath and down. Pull from the core. Toes stay to the ground. 2 and 1. Relax. Hands flat. Drop the elbows down to the side of the shoulders. We're going to come out and up high. Drop it low. Out and up high. Drop it low. And 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Make a fist. Thumbs up, thumbs and elbows high and low. Out and up high and low. And 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. All right, you're done with that towel. We are going to go on our back into glute bridges. So your heels are underneath the knees. Fingertips are pointed towards the heels. Roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Feet are hip width apart. Curl the toes up. We're going to extend the hips high, rear tight. Come down and relax. Up high, rear tight. Come down and relax. Now make sure the knees aren't coming forward like this. We want the knees to stay in place so that you're hinging straight up, tightening the glutes in the back and coming back down. Straight up, coming back down. No forward movement like so. Tighten the rear, really working those glutes primarily, not as much in the quads. Toes are curled up to the ceiling, pushing through the heels. Belly buttons into the spine, breathing into the ceiling above you. Give me 7 more and then we're holding at the top. 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Last one, let's hold. Hold it there. 10, 9, 8. Hips, knees, shoulders aligned. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Now keep the legs bent. We're going to also bend the elbows 90 degrees. Push the belly button into the spine. No arch in the back. Elbows, wrists, and fingertips touching the ground. Now we're going to glide those fingertips up over the head till they meet. Don't let the back come off the floor. Big exhale as you bring the elbows back down to the side of the shoulders. Let's do that again. Don't let the elbows, wrists, or fingertips come off the floor. And pull it back down. 1 more. And pull those elbows back down. Now let's work on rotation. Fingertips up to the ceiling. Palm and wrist to the ground. Down by your side, don't let the back arch. Fingertips back up. Back of the hand and the wrist to the ground by your head. Again, don't let the back arch. We're going back and forth. Back and forth. Wrist touching the floor. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get started. Grab a quick drink. We're going to start back on the mat in a plank. I'd like you to try a high plank with the back of your palms underneath your shoulders. Your feet are going to be hip width apart off of the mat. And we're gonna slide our legs back, extend the legs, come up onto the toes with the palms under the shoulders. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're really gonna work on stabilizing and strengthening those shoulders. Push through the shoulders, through the elbows, into the back of the palms, into the floor. Make sure those feet are hip width apart as your base of support. Slide those heels back. Take that stress off the shoulders and move it to the quads and your thighs. Push again, push away, bring those shoulders up and then squeeze them together. Rear's low, hips are high, back of the body's flat, front of the body's flat. You got it. Give me 15 more seconds. It's okay if you start shaking. It means you're working hard. Keep that neck relaxed in a nice neutral position. Breathing down into your floor. Almost done. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to the mat. Point the toes, plant the hands, and extend the arms. Stretching it here for 30 seconds. If you have lower back pain, you can come down on the elbows like so with your elbows to the side of your chest. Otherwise, fully extend those arms and keep the toes pointed. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring the rear all the way back to the heels. Point the toes, bring the knees out wide. Keep the rear at the heels as you extend those arms as far forward as you can. Drop the elbows, drop the forehead to the mat. Stretching out the back and those hips. We're holding it here for 30 seconds. Breathe from the belly. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, come on the hands and knees. Shoulders over the back of the palms again, hips over the knees. We're going to go into cat and cow. Belly button to the spine, draw that spine up to the ceiling, stretch up the back, and big exhale into the mat as you pull the rear out, pull the belly button into the mat. And again, belly button into the spine, spine to the ceiling, push up to the ceiling as you push the palms into the floor. And big exhale out as you bring the rear back, belly button towards the spine. Again, belly button into the spine, spine up to the ceiling. Push through those palms, big exhale as the rear comes back, belly button down to the mat. Again, neck relaxed, draw everything up, nice and high, pushing against the back of the palms into the floor. And big exhale, rear comes back, belly button comes down to the mat. Give me 5 more. Big exhale. 4, draw everything up. And big exhale, rear comes out, belly button down to the mat. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Now we're going to bring the pinkies around to the outside and then facing you so that we're going to stretch the wrists here, fingertips towards the knees, drawing the pinkies around out and then towards the knees, stretching it here. Feel free to move your hands around in a comfortable position to stretch out the wrists here. Super important as we're sitting at a desk all day, working with that mouse or working with our keyboard. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, bring those thumbs inward on both sides so you're on your hands and knees again. Now we're going to bring the right foot in between our hands. Plant that left hand as we twist towards the right knee, bringing the right hand up to the ceiling, stretching out the hips, stretching out the back, and working on our balance. You can further work on your balance by closing your eyes. Hold it there. Further you bring that hand back and around, the more you're gonna feel this one in your hip. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back on the hands and knees. Now we're gonna put the left foot in between the hands, plant the right hand, twist towards that left knee, bringing the left hand up, stretching out the back and that left hip. Hold it here. Close your eyes, work a little more on that balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back on the hands and knees. Now we're going to stretch in the inner hip, the adductor. We're going to bring our right foot on its side, out to the side of your body. Even better if it's out to the side of the shoulder. Now you're going to keep the foot on its side and either keep it where it's at or drag it along with you as we come into child's pose. We're going to bring the rear back to the heels. You can keep that foot up there or drag it along with you. Feel a great stretch in the inner hip and the inner thigh. Hold it there, and then you can extend the arms forward and then drop the elbow, chin to the chest if you can. Hold it here. Big breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back on those hands and knees. And now we're going to bring the left foot on its side. Try to get it out to the side of the body or the shoulder. We're going to go back into child's pose again. Might be tighter on one side versus the other. Either leave that foot there or drag it along with you. Extend the arms once your rear gets to the heels, and then bring the chin to the chest if you can. Hold it here. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, come onto the hands and knees. We're gonna go back into a plank for 45 seconds. Extend the legs or rock those knees back. We're gonna be in a full out, full arm plank. Feet hip width apart as your base of support. Heels drop back. Take that pressure off the shoulders. Push through the palms, extend the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades, tighten the rear, squeeze the glutes together. Rear low, hips high. Big, big breath. Holding it here for 45 seconds. Neck relaxed, breathing in between those hands. Don't let the hips drop, keep the hips high. Rear low, rear tight. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and don't drop, and we're gonna come back. Walking those heels back. Slowly on the fingertips, drop the heels wherever you land and hold it there, either on your fingertips or on your palms. Stretch up those hamstrings. Stretching the shoulders. Excellent. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those fingertips back to the ankles. And now grab each elbow with the opposite hand. Push through those heels as you rock back and forth like you're rocking a baby. Stretch up those hips and the hamstrings while you stretch up the back. Rock back and forth. Rock back and forth. Give me 4, 3, push through those heels, 2, last one each side. Now we're going to stand up, reach up to the ceiling, and bring those hands down to your side. Now we're going to go to the wall and do a hamstring stretch. So we're going to come seated against the wall, walk your feet up the wall, lower the rear, So it gets to the wall. Extend the legs. And keep pushing the rear until your entire lower body is touching that wall. And we're gonna flex the feet, holding it here, 30 seconds. Stretch it out, pull that belly button into the spine, work the core. Big breath from the belly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now in this position, we're going to point the toes, flex the feet. Point the toes, flex the feet. Working the shins and the calves, stretching out the hamstrings. Working on ankle flexion and dorsiflexion. Give me 3, 2, last one, point and flex. Now we're gonna open up the hips by bringing those feet out wide as you can, and then lower the rear closer to the wall. Holding it here. Belly button into the spine. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet back together. And then knees to the chest. And we're going to roll to our side and come back to the mat in a seated position. Now we're going to work on ankle flexion and dorsiflexion from that seated position. So we're going to work on pointing and flexing the feet. So we're going to bring the belly button to the spine, sit nice and tall. We're going to point our toes, flex our toes, neutral position, and push the bottom of the feet away as you curl the toes towards your chest. Now point and flex, neutral position and curl. Point and flex, neutral position and curl. This is really going to help strengthen the shins and the calves, teach your ankles how to walk and run properly, especially if you're wearing heels at a desk. Super important to retrain the feet, retrain the ankles. Push the bottom of the foot away, curl those toes to the chest. Give me 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Point and flex, neutral position, and curl those toes. Excellent. Grab a quick drink, and then we're going to go back to the top with another plank. I'm going to start on the hands and knees. I'm going to plank for 45 seconds. Back of the palm underneath the shoulder. Knees are hip width apart. We're going to extend the legs or slide the knees back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs. Feet nice and wide as your base of support, or glide those knees back. Push through the back of the palms, through those shoulders, lower the rear. Bring the hips up. Squeeze those glutes together in the back. Nice and tight rear in the back. Your hips, your knees, your heels, and your shoulders should all be aligned. So push yourself up into that is true. 20 seconds. Keep those shoulder blades squeezed. Neck is relaxed, breathing in between those hands. Give me 15 seconds. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to the mat, point the toes, plant the hands, extend the arms. We're going to stretch out that lower back, either high or low on the elbows, like so. Keep those toes pointed. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the rear back to the heels. Point the toes, bring the knees out wide. Keep the rear back here as we come into child's pose, extending the arms, dropping the elbows, dropping the forehead to the floor. Breathe from the belly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, come back onto the hands and knees. We're going to go into cat-cow. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hip. Pull that belly button to the spine, curl the spine up to the ceiling. And big exhale as you bring that belly button down to the mat. Rear comes back. And again, pull that belly button into the spine, draw the spine up, push through the shoulders into the back of the palms. And big exhale into your mat as the rear comes back, belly button comes down towards the floor. And again, draw everything up as you push those palms away, strengthening the wrist and the shoulders. Big exhale out, rear comes back, belly button down to the floor. And again, lift. And big exhale as the rear comes back, belly button comes down and lowers. And again, lift. And big exhale. Inhale up, push through those palms. And exhale down, lower the belly button down. Give me 3 more. Big exhale. 2 more. Big exhale. Last one. And big exhale. All right, now we're going to bring those pinkies around out to the side. Fingertips are pointing towards our knees. Push through the back of the palm. Feel free to move those hands around until you're comfortable. We're stretching out the wrist. Keeping the hips over the knees, shoulders over the back of the palms. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those thumbs back to center. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to go into that kneeling hip and back stretch. We're going to bring the right foot in between the hands. Plant the left hand, twist towards the right knee, and bring that right hand up to the ceiling. The more you turn and twist, the more you're going to feel it. Hold it here. Close your eyes, work on that balance a little bit. Front foot is flat, back foot is pointed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center on the hands and knees. Left foot comes between the hands. Plant the right hand, twist towards that left knee. Bring the left hand up to the ceiling and behind you. Hold it here. Stretch out that hip, stretch out that back. Close the eyes, work on the balance. Front foot planted. Back foot is pointed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center on the hands and knees. We're going to go into that single leg child's pose. Right foot on its side, out to the side of the body. We're going to keep it there or slide along with us as we bring the rear to the heel. Stretch out the adductor, extend the arm forward, drop the elbow, the mat, drop the chin to the knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back on the hands and knees. Drop the left foot on its side out to the side of the body. Bring the rear back to the heel. You can bring that foot or leave it there. Extend the arm, drop to the chin, to the knee, head to the ground. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back on the hands and knees. We're going to go back and do another plank. 45 seconds, feet off the mat. We're going to extend the legs in 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs or slide the knees back. Feet are nice and wide as your base of support. Drop those heels back, drop the rear down. Hips are high, rear's tight. Glutes are Nice and tight back there. Push through the shoulders into the back of the palm into the floor. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe in between those hands as you keep those arms extended. Remember, it's okay if you start shaking. This is your last plank of the day, I promise. Big breath. Remember, we've got 15 seconds. We're not going to drop. We're going to come back into that downward dog position, stretching out the hamstrings and the hips. 8, 7, hold it up there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to rock back with those heels. Come onto the fingertips or walk the palms back so the heels drop. When your heels drop, you're going to hold it there 30 seconds. Big breath. Keep those heels down. Legs are straight with a soft bend in the knee. Next, relax. Push through the palms or the fingertips into the floor. Stretching out those shoulders to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk those hands back. And we're going to fold over. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. Push through the heels as we rock back and forth. Stretching out the hamstrings and those hips. Back and forth. Push through the heels. Five, switch. 4, switch. 3, and 2. Last one each side. Come back to center, push through the heels and slowly reach up to the ceiling. Fingertips to the ceiling, and then bring those hands slowly down to your side. All right, now we're going to go to the wall. Stretch out those hamstrings. Going to rest our lower body against the wall. Extend the legs over the head. Feet are flexed. Walk the rear down until the rear is at the wall, just like the feet. And hold it there. Remember, the feet are flexed, just like you're resting something on the top of your feet. Hold it here. If you want to, you can extend those arms over the head. Belly button into the spine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to point and flex. We're going to point the toes, flex the feet. Point the toes, flex the feet. Working on ankle flexion, dorsiflexion, retraining those ankles. Working the shins and the calves. Give me 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, last one, point and flex. Keep that flex position. Now we're going to open up the hips, drop those heels out as wide as you can, and do a slight pull on those thighs here. Just a slight pull, helping to support and challenge yourself. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet back up, knees to the chest, and roll to your side. All right, we're going to finish out on the mat. We're going to work on ankle flexion and dorsiflexion from a seated position. Feet or hands are supporting you at your side. Belly button into your spine, supporting your posture. We're going to point the toes, flex the feet, neutral position. Push the bottom of the foot away as you curl those toes to the ceiling. Now point and flex, neutral position, and curl the toes. And point and flex, neutral position, and curl the toes. Point and flex, neutral position, and curl the toes. Point and flex, neutral position, curl the toes. 5 more. Point and flex, neutral position, curl the toes. And point and flex, and curl those toes again. 2 more. Point and flex, neutral position, and curl. Last one. Point and flex, neutral position, and curl those toes. Excellent. Let's stand up together And finish out stretching. Feet wide, clasp those hands together. We're gonna tilt the pelvis forward, tighten the rear, and reach up. Now let's bend to the side. And come to center, and switch. And back to center. Lift the wrist, push away. Push your heels into the floor. Push in both directions, looking up at those hands. Now bring the hands apart. They join again together behind the rear. Hands come back, chest and head come forward. Rear comes back, head comes to the ground, hands come up. Big breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt the pelvis forward and come up. Feet wide, one arm across the body. Let's stretch out the shoulder. Other hand comes underneath and pulls in. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's switch sides. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Swing that arm all the way around. Grab your ear. Pull away. Drop the other shoulder. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switch out on the other side. Stretch out that neck and the shoulder. Pull away. Drop this shoulder. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you're joining me live or the recorded version. I truly appreciate you and hope you feel like you have got a great workout and are ready to attack the rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.